What if I told you caring less could save your life? Not in a cold way, in a calm way. Because the truth is, most people are losing sleep over people who wouldn't even notice if they disappeared. They're breaking their own hearts trying to matter to people who barely think. They're chasing respect from the same world that laughs when they fall. You've been trained to seek approval. But what if you stopped? What if nothing outside you had the power to break you? Today, I'll show you 7 Stoic principles to make you untouchable. Number 1. Focus only on what you can control. You will never win against reality. People wake up every day angry at things they can't touch, complaining about the government, stressed about someone's mood, heartbroken over someone who's already moved on. That's emotional slavery. If you don't control it, stop letting it control you. You weren't built to carry every weight. Your power ends at your own thoughts, actions, and decisions. The rest, you're only reacting. The traffic doesn't ruin your day. You do. The rude comment doesn't ruin your mood. You allow it. That person ghosting you, that's their choice. Yours is how long you choose to suffer for it. This world is addicted to control. But most people try to control the wrong things. Other people, outcomes, opinions. You can influence, you can guide. But you can't dictate how people think, act, or feel. Trying to leads to emotional bankruptcy. What if you stopped giving your energy to things that don't respond to it? That's peace, that's freedom, that's Stoicism at its core. People confuse control with force. You don't need to force life, you need to manage your focus. Your life follows where your energy goes. Direct it wisely. Ever sat in traffic screaming at the wheel? Did that help the car move? No, but it stole your peace. Every moment you react, you hand over power. Stoicism hands it back. Choose your responses like a sniper chooses bullets. Slow, measured, intentional. Emotional reactions are expensive. Every time you overreact, you pay for it later with regret, damage, and wasted time. Train yourself to ask one question when chaos shows up. Is this mine to control? If not, drop it. If yes, handle it, but never mix the two. That's where most people suffer, fighting battles that were never theirs. You can't control the storm, but you can control the shelter you build. You can't make people loyal, but you can choose how close you let them. You can't make success show up today, but you can control your consistency until it has no choice. This mindset isn't soft, it's razor sharp. Because it protects your most valuable asset, attention. You can either waste it on what breaks you or invest it in what builds you. The choice is always yours. Number 2, live in the present. Most people don't live, they replay or rehearse. Replaying every mistake, every loss, every moment they wish they handled better. Rehearsing future disasters that don't exist yet. They're either living in a graveyard or a battlefield. The present moment is empty. You've been trained to think the future is where life gets better. But the truth is, it's always now. The future is a concept. It never arrives. The past is a memory. It's gone. But now is the only thing breathing. When you're eating, eat. When you're walking, walk. When you're talking to someone, give them your full presence. The brain that multitasks also multi-stresses. You don't have anxiety because your life is hard. You have anxiety because your mind won't shut up. It's always thinking about what's next, what went wrong, who's winning, who's judging. But when you anchor to the moment, when you feel your breath, when you notice the taste, the sound, the now, suffering drops. Think about it. When were you most alive? It wasn't during the perfect moment. It was during the present moment, fully there. No mind wandering, just being. Stoics mastered presence. They didn't distract themselves from pain. They confronted it. They didn't avoid the moment. They lived it fully, even when it hurt. especially then. Modern life tries to sedate you. Scroll here, escape there, watch this, numb that. But you weren't built to escape life. You were built to experience it. When you live in the present, you stop overreacting. You stop overthinking. You start noticing. Your relationships improve. Your creativity returns. Your nervous system resets. Not because you fixed everything, but because you returned to what matters. You don't need a vacation. You need presence. You don't need another achievement. You need attention to this breath, this task, this conversation. That's the cure. Not more, not someday. Now. Number 3. Stop chasing approval. Approval is a drug. It feels good, but it leaves you dependent. And like every drug, the more you get, the more you need. Until one day, your mood isn't yours anymore. It belongs to the crowd. Think about it. You post something online. No likes? You question your worth. You wear something bold. People stare. You feel shame. Someone criticizes you. You spiral. That's not life. That's performance. You were not made to live on other people's terms. You were made to lead yourself. When your self-worth depends on validation, you're never free. You're always adjusting, shrinking, shifting to fit someone else's lens. The truth? Most people don't even know what they want. They're confused, distracted, insecure. And you're letting their confused judgment dictate your identity. Why are you handing your peace to people who wouldn't even show up to your funeral? Stoicism breaks that cycle. It teaches self-governance. You judge you. You decide what success looks like. You live by your values, not by applause. Stop asking, do they like me? Start asking, do I respect how I showed up? Chasing approval is exhausting because you never arrive. One compliment feeds you for an hour. One insult starves you for days. But when you stop chasing it, you reclaim power. Your confidence no longer depends on the room. It depends on your principles. You become dangerous, unshakable. You don't need to be liked to sleep well. You need to be in alignment. And that doesn't come from chasing. It comes from knowing. Start approving of your own effort, of your own growth, of your own courage to live authentically, even when it's unpopular. That's freedom. Number 4. Accept change. People say they want peace, but fight life itself. Change is life. Everything that breathes changes, but humans resist. Why? Because control feels safe, but it's an illusion. You'll age, you'll lose, you'll evolve. People will leave, seasons will turn. That's not failure, that's nature. You can scream, resist, cry, protest. It changes nothing. When you accept change, you stop breaking every time something shifts. You flow, you adapt, you learn. That's strength. You can't build a strong life on a rigid mindset. Life is unpredictable. The more flexible your mind, the more peace you'll hold. People say, but I liked how it was. That's memory, not truth. You were growing then, you're growing now. The comfort you miss was also once uncomfortable. Growth is uncomfortable because it requires you to shed identities, beliefs, habits. But what's the alternative? Stagnation. Acceptance isn't giving up. It's letting go of what you can't hold anyway. It's choosing sanity over fantasy. It's meeting life where it is, not where you think it should be. You don't accept change because it feels good. You accept it because it's real. And reality, no matter how painful, is always more empowering than denial. Adaptation is your superpower. The people who thrive are the ones who let go faster, who don't mourn what they can't get back, who look at the new and ask, what now? That mindset builds emotional endurance. The world doesn't owe you consistency, but you owe yourself adaptability. Let change come. It's not the enemy. It's the upgrade. Number 5. Pain is a teacher. No one escapes pain, but not everyone learns from it. That's the difference between a life that grows and a life that repeats. You've been hurt, abandoned, misunderstood. Maybe you lost someone. Maybe you lost yourself. That pain didn't come to destroy you, it came to reveal you. Pain introduces you to yourself. It strips away illusions. It shows you what matters. It forces you to confront parts of you that comfort never touched. You don't become wise from reading quotes. You become wise by bleeding, processing, and growing. But modern culture teaches you to numb it, to avoid it. Pop a pill, scroll endlessly, pretend it didn't happen. But suppressed pain doesn't disappear. It festers. It turns into resentment, anxiety, self-hate. Face it. Let it speak. Pain says things success never will. When someone leaves you, pain teaches self-worth. When failure hits, pain teaches humility. When life breaks you, pain teaches perspective. It's not personal. It's preparation. Don't just suffer. Study it. Ask, what is this pain showing me about myself? And listen. You're not cursed. You're called. Called to rise. Called to grow. Called to break patterns you didn't even choose. That's strength. Not the absence of pain, but the presence of purpose in it. You don't need easy. You need meaning. And pain, when processed, becomes the path. Let pain sharpen you. Let it fuel your boundaries. Let it clarify your values. Let it push you deeper into who you're becoming. Don't avoid it. Master it. Number 6. Seek growth in adversity. If life only gave you what you wanted, you'd never grow. Growth isn't in the comfort zone. It's in the chaos, the pressure, the moments you wanted to quit but didn't. Most people avoid adversity, but that's why they stay the same. If it's too easy, it's not building you. When something challenges you, stop asking why it's happening to you. Start asking what it's trying to teach you. Every struggle brings data. Every failure reveals something. Every disappointment is a test of your next level. Growth doesn't show up in your plans, it shows up in your problems. If you want to get stronger mentally, emotionally, spiritually, you need resistance. You need pain, not for suffering's sake, but because it's the only mirror clear enough to show you who you are and what you lack. When you hit a wall, you either break through it or bounce back weaker. The choice is always yours. You get to decide if adversity is your excuse or your advantage. Do you know why some people glow differently after going through hell? Because they didn't waste their pain. They used it. They turned it into wisdom, discipline, compassion, purpose. Pain became the sculptor, not the destroyer. There is no version of a powerful person who hasn't been through adversity. But the difference is, they didn't let it make them bitter. They let it make them unstoppable. You think you're alone in your pain. You're not. Every person you admire has felt what you're feeling right now. But they chose growth. They chose to get better, not just survive. And that choice is always available. When you stop resisting the hard things, you become the hard thing to beat. Number 7, let go without bitterness. Letting go isn't weakness. Holding on is. Holding on to anger, betrayal, what could have been, it corrodes your peace. Some people keep drinking poison, hoping it hurts someone else. But the only person it's killing is you. Bitterness is not power. It's a trap. It feels like strength, but it's just pain dressed up as pride. The world taught you that revenge is strong, but real strength is walking away clean. You can let go and still have scars. You can let go and still miss them. Letting go doesn't mean forgetting. It means forgiving your past self for not knowing better and choosing not to carry the weight into your next season. Think about what you've lost. A relationship, a dream, a version of yourself. Now think about what holding on to the pain has cost you. Your peace, your joy, your clarity. Was it worth it? You don't heal by hating what hurt you. You heal by outgrowing it. And if you stay bitter, you're still emotionally tied to what broke you. You can release and still remember. You can honor the lesson without worshipping the pain. You're allowed to move forward without an apology, without closure, without justice. You are the closure. You don't owe anyone bitterness. You don't owe the past a damn thing. What you owe is your future, the best version of you, light, free, whole. Letting go isn't a single decision. It's a daily choice. You'll wake up some mornings angry again. That's okay. Breathe. Choose again. Bitterness makes you reactive. Letting go makes you powerful. One ties you to the past. The other frees you to create. You don't have to understand why they did what they did. You just need to understand that peace is better than proving your pain to people who'll never get it. So free yourself, not for them, for you. You've been carrying too much. Trying to control, please, fix, hold on. But peace begins when you let go. Not of love, not of care, but of what was never yours to carry. You don't need permission to protect your energy. You don't need closure to move forward. You don't need validation to be enough. You just need to choose yourself, calmly, fully, finally, and never apologize for it again. If this hit something in you, don't just scroll away. Like the video if you're done living on autopilot. Subscribe if you're ready to take back control of your mind. Most people will hear this and do nothing, but you're not most people.